Today, streaming and downloading services like Spotify, Netflix, and iTunes are the most important forms of exploitation of music, films, and TV series. However, the vast majority of musicians, actors, and singers receive no remuneration for these types of exploitation because of the contractual relationship with their producer. What does this really mean? If a performer wants to work, he has no choice but to sign a contract in which all of his rights are transferred to the producer. Usually, performers receive a one-off payment and do not share in the streaming or downloading returns of their performances. With the current copyright reform process, legislators would now have the chance to fix this unbalanced situation for good. Sadly, what is currently being proposed by the European Commission is only in favor of big businesses and does not bring any improvement in the situation of performers. The European Commission is making these two proposals. The first one is to allow performers to have more information on the contracts they sign and on the uses of their recordings by the producer. But merely being more informed about what the contract entails does not improve the contract itself. A bad contract is a bad contract, whether you know about it or not. The second proposal is to give performers a possibility to ask the producer for an additional remuneration if their recordings are successful. But only big stars are in a position to negotiate their contract. Smaller artists cannot afford to take the risk of getting into a dispute with the producer. So how should European performers be decently protected in the digital era? Performers need a right to remuneration for all on-demand uses. Collective management organizations, or CMOs, can collect and distribute these payments. This idea is not new. Similar mechanisms already exist in EU law for music broadcasting, for example, providing an important source of income for performers. EU legislators must act now and provide a real future for Europe's performers.